back. You've joined us on the India Development Debate. Now, amid protests by the opposition parties, the government today has failed to table the controversial Citizenship Bill, which seeks to provide citizenship to non-Muslim migrants from Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh. The ethnic tinderbox of the northeast states has erupted on the issue, which has even led the NDA allies to rise up against the BJP. Political parties opposing the bill on the ground that it gives citizenship on the basis of religion, while regional parties and civil society of Assam say this could encourage migration from Bangladesh and lead to a loss of political rights and the culture of the indigenous people. Is the BJP playing with fire in a state that has a bloody history of conflict? What will be the electoral consequences of the bill? These are just some of the questions that we're going to put forth to our expert of panels this evening, and let's take it across then to Vaibhav Agarwal, the spokesperson of the BJP, who joins in. Garga Chatterjee, who's a political commentator, is here with us as well, and so is Kishaloi Bhattacharjee, who's an author and journalist. Gentlemen, good evening, and thank you so much for sparing the time. Mr. Bhattacharjee, let me first ask you to sort of lay the foundation of this discussion. Under the Assam Accord, the broad contours of who is a citizen and illegal immigrant was very clearly demarcated. What was the need then for this citizenship bill?
The BJP NDA is trying to bring about is totally unconstitutional. So I presume that at some point of time, this is going to be challenged at the highest court. And one is waiting to hear that. In a secular fabric and given the spirit of the Constitution, this cannot be allowed. Secondly, amendments to the Citizenship Act has been happening. This is not the first amendment, and it is only that the number of years to naturalize a citizen or for a migrant who has come out here under whatever reasons can apply for citizenship, that has been reduced. So it's not like a really new thing happening. It's just that it's from 14 years, it's been made into 6 years. What, however, is shocking is that it is done on religious lines, and that is what is unacceptable. For the groups in the Northeast, it's a two-pronged thing. One is that it's actually come a shot in arm for a lot of groups, groups which work with in the idea of autonomy and self-assertion, and they were not visible. Suddenly, this has actually made them more visible. It's a political tool almost in the hands of these groups. So the BJP has actually played itself into a situation in the Northeast. I don't know what their game plan is, given that the elections are just a few weeks away, whether they are trying to play a gamble and actually earn more seats in Bengal, where you have 42 Lok Sabha seats and you actually have about 25 in all of Northeast. But given the situation right now, in fact, I'm talking about what is a situation an hour ago in Assam, and the board examination starts tomorrow. My friends in Guwahati say the situation is very tense, and organizations have given a call for civil society, for people to come out. We know it's like a throwback to the 70s. We know what happened out there. People of Assam lost 2 years of education.
Yeah. Okay, let's just get opening comments from everybody. Vaibhav, I want you to respond to that, and also to the charge that the citizenship bill is nothing but a deliberate attempt to exclude Muslims.
See, I'll tell you what. I'm so pained with the rhetoric that the opposition has been singing, and everyone wants to criticize this government and the good work that this government has been doing. And I'll tell you, there's only one reason why. Because this government has come in and broken total conventions and the methodologies that so far were considered to be traditional in terms of delivering governance to the people of the country. We've gone by the book. We've not just gone by the book, we've also tried to correct all the wrongs in the past, and we've tried to do inclusions in everything that we do. Now you understand that a government like us, who's only focused on development and the welfare of its citizens, may not ever play the polarization card and leave a particular religion outside the ambit of anything. Now you understand what is the Citizenship Bill and how is it connected to the NRC, where everything stems from. You understand NRC is the National Register for Citizenship. It is it is being carried out, the survey is being carried out under an order from the Supreme Court. Now it is in the form of a notification for a layman's understanding. The Citizenship Bill comes in, and this is the what, the 9th amendment or the 8th amendment that is coming to the entire bill. It is not even the first time that this government is doing anything else, you know, and there are a number of amendments in the past which will not go well if we open the Pandora's box and discuss each amendment step by step. So the Citizenship Bill actually gives the power of law, or in layman terms it's called the backing of law, to the NRC. So the effects of NRC, so for example, during the NRC we find the NRC, due to the survey we find that there are some illegal immigrants. Now what to do with them? We can't throw them out offhand, we can't do anything with them until and unless that action is backed by law. So you understand, Citizenship Bill is a mere amendment.
I want to cover more ground. Right, Vaibhav, I will come back to you. I'm sorry, but I just want to cover more ground. You know, Garga Chatterjee, the Prime Minister has tried to allay fears, calling the Citizenship Bill a national responsibility because at the end of it, it provides security for non-Muslim refugees. Now, Bengal has openly accepted Rohingya, you know, immigrants in the past and, you know, after the 1971 war as well. Help us understand why politicians like Mamata Banerjee are opposing this bill.
First of all, let me disabuse you of the concept that Bengal has accepted anything. The border security of any state is firmly under the union list, under the Home Ministry of the Union government. So BSF, if BSF is not doing its job, what can the state government of Bengal say? Keep that aside. Taking Narendra Modi's lofty considerations, let me make it first of all clear that the Citizenship Amendment Bill does not have a certain thing inside it. It is called citizenship. What does the bill say? The bill says that the period of application for citizenship comes down from 11 to 6 years. Narendra Modi has also gone to Assam. You know, he says something in Bengal, something in the rest of the Hindu heartland, and something in Assam and northeastern state. He says that there it will not be so easy for people who qualify otherwise, even part of the bill, to get the citizenship, because there will be checking, Chan-bin in Hindi, which I think means deep looking, okay. So there has to be documentary evidence. To become a citizen within this bill, you will need 3 things. First of all, you have to prove that you are from Bangladesh, you were from Bangladesh, you have to declare yourself illegal first of all. Secondly, you have to prove you are a non-Muslim. Thirdly, and most important, you have to prove that you were religiously persecuted. Coming to number 3, how does one prove it? By documentary evidence. An affidavit will not work. You know, just merely being a Hindu from East Bengal, being in India now does not give you citizenship. But this is the hoax that BJP wants to present to the people. And look at the 6-year term. 6 year means 2 Lok Sabha elections. So it will not face any question now, it will not even face any question after that. If BJP were not calling it up, I would like to call BJP's bluff and say, if it actually wanted to give citizenship to persecuted non-Muslims, it would have given no waiting period. I have been persecuted, I am here, give me citizenship, period. The whole question rests on the question that how do you prove that you are religiously persecuted? And if you look at the Joint Parliamentary Committee report on the Citizenship Amendment Bill, it says very clearly it is not even intended for the eastern border migrants. It is intended for the Pakistani Hindus who are already under long-term visa. They will be the immediate beneficiaries. There is no standard operating procedure, and Modi has already said that it will not be automatic citizenship to allay fears. And secondly, this whole indigeneity question, right? Remember, Bengalis are indigenous to the present state of Assam as presently constituted. In 1874, Gwalpara division was given from Bengal to Assam to make it revenue positive. The Silchar and Borak Valley, part of Bengal, went to Assam because of partition of Bengal. Okay, partition of Bengal and Assam.
Yeah.
So here we have 38 lakh Bengalis
Sure.
struck out of the NRC, out of which 28 lakh are Bengali Hindus. 40 Bengalis have committed suicide due to NRC process. 26 are Bengali Hindus. There have been massacre of Bengali Hindus in Tinshukia.
Yes.
Now BJP is doing a push and pull carrot and stick thing where they will persecute Bengalis in Northeast and play a hoax on Bengalis in West Bengal as if their citizenship. There is no citizenship.
Mr. Chatterjee, you made your point. I want to take it now to Mr. Bhattacharjee. Mr. Bhattacharjee, this is a big political gamble for the BJP, something that you alluded to in your, opening remarks as well. Do you think it's going to backfire, or could it actually, seriously help them reap some dividends?
Well, as the ground situation says, I think the BJP has lost a lot of ground in the Northeast. And also it has opened up a lot that, so-called the Pandora's box, if we use a cliche, because in Mizoram, for example, this bill is being used to actually protest against what they fear the, coming of Chakmas. But the Chakmas are already given citizenship in this country, and they are not being, so there is no inclusion for the Chakmas out here in Arunachal Pradesh or Mizoram. But that, so it opens up that issue. In Manipur, for example, there was a day-long protest, and there have been, week-long various civil society groups have come out to protest. It again brings back the issue of what they wanted a year back and 2 years back, the imposition of the inner line permit. So I think the insider-outsider conundrum in Northeast is being stoked again by the bringing of the Citizenship Bill by the BJP, and which is dangerous. I cannot understand really. I am not being able to put my fingers on why the BJP would want to lose these very precious 25 seats when they know that in the heartland in this election they are going to they won't be able to win as many seats as they did in the last election, and every seat counts. So are they is this a gamble that is not going to actually pay any dividends? Is it the 42 in Bengal that they are eyeing, of which they will obviously not get all of it? So why would they do this in the Northeast? Obviously, it was in the manifesto of the last BJP election, where they said that they would regularize, Hindu migrants in this country, and probably that's a promise that they want to keep. They want to go back, and what Garga was saying, that this is actually aimed at the western border, not the eastern border. But there is an Assam Accord, and that is something that is also a law of the land. On the 24th March 1971, which is the cutoff date. After that, anybody coming to the country will be considered an illegal migrant. But under this Citizenship Act, then people can be regularized, and that is a fear. So the fear is real. It also is going to stoke into, like I said, what would can also be called a throwback into the mood of indigenous self-assertion in these states in various ways. In Meghalaya in a different way, Assam in a different way, Manipur, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh. I'm not sure BJP is going to have gained any dividends out of this.
Weber, weigh in on that. Is this gamble worth it at all? 10 of your allies have come together to oppose the bill. The AGP has deserted you. Conrad Sangma says if the bill is passed, the NPP will break its ties with the NDA. Bhupen Hazarika's son has put the government on notice as far as the Bharat Ratna is concerned. I could go on, but it seems here that you've bitten a lot more than you can chew.
Taneia, what we're looking at is we're looking at trying to create and set an example for the rest of the political parties and show it to the country that yes, no vote bank politics can also be done in the country. No vote bank governance can also be done in the country. What should be done for the country should be done irrespective of the cost that the ruling government pays. So we are in the process of setting an example. If there are those people who actually see, like in the words of Mr. Bhattacharya, or Garga would also talk about it, if there are those people who see it in the negative light, don't forget that there are those people also who see it positively. So you understand, our aim is to do anything and everything which is for the betterment of the country and its people, be it in India, be it around India, be it anywhere in the world. You have to understand, after all, we are all Indians. If something has to be done, like I take your example, when we could embrace in Mamata Banerjee's West Bengal, you know, I don't know when can I get the visa to go there, but if we could embrace Rohingyas like she has, then and of course the intolerant Bengalis or the tolerant Bengalis, as in the words of Garga, have actually embraced the Rohingyas there, you know. So if we could embrace them, then why not everyone else? Why not others? There are Hindus, there are Sikhs, there are Parsis, there are Isais, and it's not about Hindus, it's not about Muslims, it's about the Indians. The problem here is that every time we talk about Indians, someone or the other does small time politics, does small talk, and brings in caste, creed and religion in it. And you know, that's exactly what my opening comments were.
Okay.
In last 5 years,
yes,
this government has to see the entire
I'm
eye
sorry,
of everyone.
I'm going to have to interject there because I have time for just one last question. Garga Chatterjee, tell us, how will this impact the Lok Sabha election, not only in Bengal, but you know, Tripura and Assam that has a substantial Bengali population? Are you seeing this as an attempt by the BJP to polarize votes ahead of the general election?
See, BJP's policies over the last 5 years have all been about headline management, but also management of the fact that one doesn't go beyond the headline, okay? For example, the Citizenship Amendment Bill does not have citizenship in it. How many people know it? Very few people know it. But how many people know the word citizenship? Through their WhatsApp and Facebook and social media and IT cells, they have done a fabulous job, I should say, right? Having given that's a fabulous job, people are also waking up to the scenario that there is no citizenship. They are also targeting a Motua community, which is a refugee, largely SC, scheduled caste refugee community from Eastern Bengal. Now, there are a huge number of people who are non-citizens at this point of time, but they have in time gotten into voter list and everything. They are Hindus only. Okay. Now, because BJP wants these votes, it has not only targeted this, it has actually recently gone and killed a popular Trinamool MLA belonging to the Motua community. It just happened 2-3 days ago. Okay, so we are having a very bloody thing. Once you have disinformation on one side, you have the completely hoax citizenship bill on the other side, and then you have a very bloody politics on the ground. See, this divisiveness does not work. If BJP was interested in giving Bengali Hindu citizenship, they would have given it right here, right now. What is this 6 years business? Because nobody will go ask them after 6 years. By then, 2 Lok Sabha elections will be over. Bengalis are not only civilized people, but also educated people and enlightened people.
It's not fair, because I will not get a chance to rebut him.
And we were asking this question, why not give citizenship now? Why not give citizenship now? This is the question.
Garga,
why not give citizenship now?
Gentlemen,
What is
I'm sorry, but
Bengali Hindu citizenship right now?
Right, I'm afraid we have timed out, you know, on this edition of the India Development Debate, and that's of course a question that, you know, for another day. But Vaibhav Agarwal, Garga Chatterjee and Kishaloi Bhattacharjee, thank you so much, you know, for taking the time out for this installment of the India Development Debate.